Thank you so much, Phyllis. Well, good morning, everyone, to Unity of Bloomington. My name is Susan, and I'm honored to be your service leader this morning, especially on this Celebration Sunday when we get to reflect on one full year of being blessed by Reverend Minnassa's spiritual leadership. So whether you're here in person, whether you're here in person or you're watching online, please know we're grateful for your presence. So our theme today is Celebrate the Journey, Embodying Divine Power. And we have an affirmation. Let's say that together. I celebrate the journey of spiritual growth and divine embodiment. With each power awakened within me, I live with clarity, joy, and sacred intention. I am the living expression of divine mind, prosperous, powerful, and fully alive. This is my time to celebrate. So let's stand and sing together the song we sing the first Sunday of every month. Our souls are welcome here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
And how beautiful to hear Dan's towering tenor back in the center. So I've already let him know that we're going to have a vote next year about how long he can go back to the Poconos. All right, so all those things. Why don't you have a seat for a minute? I'm going to call Ethel to come to the front. So I'm not forgetting, so we will release the children, so our tweens, so like Elsa, and then Jevne, the young man that you brought with you, if he wants to go, Michael May has the teens downstairs, and let's all take a breath because Augustine is actually here. So we finally ripped him away from all the other things that he's doing. And then it looks like Amelia. Is that your youngest, Amelia? Okay, I'm trying to get right with that. Amelia will go downstairs with Ethel. But Ethel, come over here by me. What are you doing?
Here.
What are you doing? So when I was young, I wish I would take risks, gallivant about, be wild, but I didn't. But Ethel has not renewed her lease here, and she's off to dance with the wild women and dance with the wolves. That's right, let's put our hands together for her on that. And so, Ethel, I'm going to miss you,
Thank you.
but I'm so excited for you.
Aw.
And so I'm just asking everyone, if you wouldn't mind, we're going to get Pentecostal right now. If you put your hands this way towards Ethel, and I'm going to stand, so you stand right there in the center. This is yours. And let's just, again, surround her. All of us women understand there was a time we wanted to be wild. Okay? So we bless you. We want you to be safe. We want you to enjoy life. We want you to experience your divinity in a new way. We want you to experience prosperity and abundance that you never even dreamed of. We want doors to open that you don't even know you're going towards. And we want your name in rooms where people are blessing you, raising you up, cheering for you. And know that the circle of love that is this sacred space goes before you, with you, and after you. And so it is. That's right, receive it. All right. There you go. That's right, honey. Get it all. So thank you so much for what you did for taking care of our children, our jewels, our futures. So thank you, darling. Now get downstairs and take care of them, right? So tweens go to the Katie room when you go right down the stairs. And then Amelia, you know where to go with Ethel. Everyone else stand. Let's greet one another as we're celebrating. Can you believe it? 1 year together. Yeah. 1 year. 1 year. You know, and that's the truth. And so Ella will also go with you, Elsa. If she wants to, Elsa can go to the tweens class. So, there you go. Thank you. Or everyone go with Ethel if you want. So, this is the true namaste moment. That y'all saw the God in me, and I saw the God in you. And we said, let's work this out. And so today, remember the journey. When I look at people who are on the search committee, I see Phyllis and Leanne and Mary Ellen. I think about the leaders, Jonna, Joni, Carol, Dan, Roy, people who were holding this center down, the Lamantillas. I mean, I am so thrilled to be with Susan today. She is one of a charter member. Look how long she has held this vision for this place. Have awesome. That is just, it's worth celebrating all together. So I have experienced, continue to experience, and bathe in the divinity that you have all shown me. Namaste. And you're free to move her out the cabin. As we come to this time of prayer, we can just hold this nation surrounding with divine knowing that we believe in justice, and we believe in equality, and we believe in equity, and there is no other, and we are one. And if we could send that energy that is so prevalent, so overwhelming in this space, if we could just take a minute to take a breath in and out, and then send out that energy. The very energy you got from the Namaste moment, send that around the world. Double dose to Washington, D.C., triple dose up to Indianapolis. We can make a difference with our energy. Then another breath in and out. We begin this morning grounded in gratitude, joyfully celebrating 1 year of walking together as a community of light, love, and transformation. We give thanks for the beauty and strength of this congregation, for the ways we have grown individually and collectively, and for the sacred connections that continue to deepen and expand. Whatever situations or circumstances arise in our lives, we remember the wisdom, clarity, peace, and healing we seek already lives within us. And as we align with the divine mind and express our inner divinity audaciously, we activate the power to resolve, transform, and thrive. We continue as we began, extending the vibration of love and peace to this beautiful city, our state, and the nation, affirming unity, harmony, and divine oneness across all boundaries and walls that may be erected. And today we celebrate, we give thanks, we boldly affirm, we are grateful, we are thankful, and we are abundantly blessed. And so it is.
If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I seek the truth, let me speak the truth. If I'm lost in doubt, let me believe. I know I can be the change I want to see. So if it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I'm tired and stressed, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forgive. I know I can be the change I want to see. So if it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, you know it's up to me. If I dream of peace, let me be the peace. When I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see. So if it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. You know it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to me, you know it's up to me.
So today's inspirational reading is from the Daily Word. And for those of you not familiar with the Daily Word, this is a Unity publication. They've been providing inspirational messages every day of the year for 101 years. 101 years, not just 1 year, 101. And Unity is now, the Daily Word is now distributed in over 100 countries in 4 different languages. So if you're not familiar with the Daily Word, if you don't have a subscription, we always have copies until they're sold out on the table underneath the bulletin board in the lobby. So you might want to check that out. So today's word is will. I use my power of will to direct my life. At one time, I thought exerting my will meant trying to force a result, pushing to get what I wanted. But as I've grown spiritually, my understanding of will has evolved. Now I understand it as one of my divine gifts, a way to direct my feelings, my thoughts, actions, and I choose how I want to move forward. I use my will in ways small and large. From the most minor choices to the largest life-altering decisions, I direct the course of my life through my power of will. I use my will to deepen my relationship with God. I choose to find time for spiritual study and contemplation. I choose to pray and speak affirmations. My spiritual life is up to me, and I choose to put God first. And so it is. You know, another group that's been studying the 12 powers this year is the Parent Partners. Every month we have been assigned a word, which is one of the 12 powers, and given a corresponding color, which is the fabric in the background. And then our mission is to put our co-creative minds together, come up with several ideas, and choose one that we feel an image that embodies the power. This month, it's will. And who hasn't been walking down a sidewalk and you see a flower coming out of the crack and think, oh my gosh, the life force in that little seed or whatever started it, what a demonstration of will. So that's what we have imaged here. And if that inspiration works for you, take it home and use it. Now Ginger, our very talented Ginger, will share the musical inspiration, I Choose Joy.
When the walls come tumbling down, I choose joy. I choose joy. When my world stops spinning round, I choose joy. I choose joy. When my heart is hard to move, when my music's lost its groove, when I have too much to prove, I choose joy. I choose joy. When hate is all I see, I choose joy. I choose joy. When fear won't let me be, I choose joy. I choose joy. When betrayals and lies hide the light from my eyes, then I just look up to the sky and I choose joy. I choose joy. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. Joy, 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 joy. I choose joy. In this moment right here, I choose joy. I choose joy. For the ones that I hold dear, I choose joy. I choose joy. To be who I might be, for that light that shines as me, so everybody can be
Lord, the pressure. Well, actually, I was, when, she sang those verses, and then she said, joy, joy, joy. That's where the choir, in the black church, the choir would come in. And it would and we would just all be. But I said, all right, just for another day. So we start pulling, in your imagination, start pulling that choir in. Ginger, girl. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, ancestors was up in that, girl. All right, thank you so much. And Phyllis, thank you. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson decided to go on a camping trip. After dinner and a bottle of wine, they lay down for the night and go to sleep. Some hours later, Holmes awoke and nudged his faithful friend. Watson, look up the sky and tell me what you see. Watson replies, I see 1,000,000 stars. Sherlock says, what does that tell you? Watson pondered for a minute. Astronomically, it tells me there are millions of galaxies, potentially billions of planets. Astrologically, I observe that Saturn is in Leo. Horologically, I deduce that the time is approximately 3:15. Theologically, I can see that God is all-powerful and that we are a part of God's grandeur. Meteorologically, I suspect that we will have a beautiful day. What does it tell you, Holmes? Holmes sighed deeply and then said, Watson, you idiot, someone stole the tent. Okay, Leanne? Yeah. So, as Susan has said, we are on the power of will today. Look at this gorgeous. It's red, that's why it's come matching today. And so we're going to talk about will, the power to choose with clarity. I choose joy with clarity. So we're going to go to our tools, the revealing word, as Charles Fillmore, the executive power of the mind, a person's power to choose. Right? So again, we're not looking at the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of this, but our metaphysical dictionary, a spiritual way of looking at will, and it's the power to choose. It's not about control or ego, but about conscious, spirit-led choice. Are you choosing from within or from the things outside of you? That tells if you have this, you're important. You have this, you're powerful. And then when it comes to exerting your will, is it again based from a place that knowing that even in a disagreement, let me see the divinity in this person, let me take a step back, and then I know that this is working together for all of our will, all of our good. How do I proceed from that place? That type of choice. And so in the book Power Up, so we have another source of the 12 powers. The power of will is not about forcing outcomes. It's the choice to stay attuned to higher guidance. So this book is written by Paul Hasselbeck, and he is the person who edited the textbook for metaphysics. So he's been in, did he actually speak here? Yes. Paul Hassel, then never mind, you know who he is. So the choice to stay attuned to higher guidance. So as we celebrate a year of spiritual growth together, we acknowledge the sacred gift of choosing our spiritual path moment by moment. Will is the power to commit with courage. Divine audacity reminds us that will includes commitment, the ability to stay centered in truth despite our outer circumstances. Now take my next slide. The ability to stay centered in truth despite our outer circumstances. That is the difference. That yes, right now the world to some people can seem to be a hot mess, but we understand that what we're seeing is the reflections of people's mindset, of their consciousness, and so we say, okay, I see that, but I'm going to choose a bigger consciousness. I'm going to stay in my spiritual consciousness. I'm going to choose love. Doesn't mean like, oh, I choose love, right? That even when I'm writing my angry letter to my congressman, I'm still going to have it come right. Like, hey, no, this is some mess, and I don't like this, but I'm not going to call them out and say they're bad people and you're, right? I'm going to come with my righteous anger or my righteous divinity and say, hey, I know there's something better for this country. I know there's something better in this circumstance. I want to help everyone in this country. No one is illegal. Right? That those are the ways that we can come. So even with love, you can be forceful. You can be powerful, right? That's one of our powers, power. That despite the circumstances, we can still say, I know all is well. I believe. Right? Martin Luther King said that justice has a wide arc, but it comes back. And that sometimes to steer the ship, it doesn't just turn like that. So as we're seeing this good, love, light, we've got to hold the course and say, well, it didn't change overnight, so stuff's still a mess. Okay. Right? Hold the course. Hold that vision. Hold the truth. That this is God's world, meaning us. And that God is love and fairness and justice and truth, and we will stand for that. And when someone says, no, that's not right, I don't know if I was telling Joni or Phyllis that I saw this article that a person was saying the reason that people on the left are getting people or recruiting people is because the left is using toxic empathy. I thought those two words they can be in a sentence, but again, that concept that somehow to be empathetic to where you say, well, I'm not going to judge that person. I don't care who they love, as long as this is right, adults, consensual. I don't care who they love. I don't care how they present. If they want their pronouns to be this and that, okay. I would say, no, that's toxic empathy talking. No, that's the love of the divine talking. That's the oneness talking. And that's where we have to draw that line. I am empathetic. Master Teacher Jesus said himself, when you went to see someone in prison, when you fed the hungry, when you sheltered the homeless, when you took in someone emotionally, you did that to me. And they said, no, we didn't do that. It says every time you go to the jail, you do that. When you're at Shalom, Melissa, where do you? I always want to call it Shalom Zone, but that's not the name.
Shalom Center.
Shalom Center, and we're taking care. That is what our spirituality is all about. Empathy, acceptance, understanding, but for a different set of choices, there go I. And so it's the ability to stay centered in the truth that all is well, no matter what the outer circumstances. Thank you, doctor, for your prognosis, your diagnosis. And yes, what is the plan? But I'm going to add to that plan. I'm going to get my crystals. I'm going to have Stephanie give me a session. I'm going to get my healing. Correct, because it's both and. Right? So again, we have to stand. The will is the capacity to say, in the midst of crushing peer pressure, I will continue to be empathetic. I will continue to live from love. I will choose joy. Right? The joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. That is our will. To stand up and say, this is my truth. Whatever come, whatever may, this is my truth. So as spiritual beings, we recommit each day to walk in integrity, to live from love and to serve joyfully. And I know the challenge of that. I was talking with someone, they were sharing about their family, and I was like, I was just listening. I said, yes, you can't slap everybody, right? That was all I could say. You can't slap everybody. But all of us can get a slap of love, right? Send that energy like, psh, psh. I'm sending you some love. I'm going to send you some joy. I'm going to send you some, right? It's psh, psh. But again, this is a center for spiritual growth. I think Joni told me, someone said, if you put that on your building, that's what you're committed to. And yes, spiritual growth. Because oftentimes in traditional churches, people are about the dogma, not about growing spiritually. It's about, well, I'm not going to hell, so I came to church on Sunday, right? Or I got baptized, or I did my communion. And I'm not saying those things are bad, but when you do them from a place of fear, from a lack of consciousness, it's not having the effect that you think it does or they want it to. And so our spiritual practices come from a will of understanding this is my choice. And this is who I am as a spiritual being. And I want to grow spiritually. This power, the power of will, helps us remain grounded in our spiritual commitments. And we're going to be working on that. My office is full of boxes because I've got things to give out, right? Let's just get through the summer, get us all back, get the kids back here, right? Lose all our parking spots and all those things. But grounded in our spiritual commitments, one to ourselves, that I choose every day to be the best version of myself. So some days that version is in her pajamas, in my favorite chair, and that's it. And then someday that version is out running around at Kroger South and here in the center and hugging people. It's all good. It's a mixture. But we stay committed to our spiritual practices of prayer, of meditation, of developing small groups, of being one and coming together in joy and love. And so service, community building, and choosing peace in moments of conflict. Will is also the power to be willing, a willingness to be open to change, to divine direction, and a deeper transformation. See, I have my fancy chairs up here today. Yes. All right, because I'm like, are we going to professionalize the area? Well, last year I got some pushback when I asked for those chairs. And so my initial comment was like, okay, I'm willing to let it go. Right? This is okay. We don't get it, I don't get it. But it comes back around, right, as we're having our eye. I mean, you can't have all this fanciness and have some janky chairs up here. Janky in my opinion, okay, right? And they're not janky. Just saying, again, about professionalizing the area, professionalizing what we do. Right? That's, well, no, we're just supposed to love people. That's right, but let's love them in a beautiful atmosphere. Right? I'm just saying. So that's what I'm talking about again. A willingness to change, divine direction. I'm having conversation with people now. How do you like how the service is put together? Do you want to focus, have a longer meditation time, have a longer prayer time? Right? Because again, I understand a willingness to change, to follow divine direction, and I want to hear God in everyone. And then to open to a deeper transformation. Can we go deeper? What is that new? It's like a 10,000 petal flower or an onion that we peel away the layers and we find more of our divinity, more of our power, more of our oneness, more of our love, more of our awesomeness. But it's a willingness to go there. Right? I don't have the map of consciousness today, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Courage. Courage is the first thing. All of us made a courageous step. I don't think there's one person in here that grew up, maybe Mary Ellen and Susan, that grew up in unity. We all made a choice to say, I like something about God, but I don't like the box that this place I grew up has God in. So I'm going to make a choice to do something different. I'm going to go to a place full of huggers and people that make amazing potlucks and love and great, right? We had to make a choice to go to that church on the building corner, wherever it was. Make a choice to read something different. Make a choice to interact with people differently. That is a willingness for a deeper transformation. I want to go deeper. H. Emily Cady reminds us the desire is God tapping at the door of your heart. So that will, that desire to do something different is your divinity saying, yes, go, do it. And when you move forward, just swing the door open wide. Don't be trying, trying to shimmy inside. Just open the door wide and move forward with power, with love, with joy, with graciousness. That's what the world needs. The world is watching for people to do something different. All of that, we can all be mad and we can all be disgruntled and yes, the groceries cost too much and the gas. Go to California and get you some gas. Or buy some groceries there. Right? That it's all relative. And that we can say, you know what, these prices are high, but I know my every need is met. And so I joyfully get these things. I'm grateful at the gas station. I'm grateful when I get that Duke Energy bill. I told Gail, oh, Lord, what is that bill going to be this month? But I'm grateful because I have the funds to pay it. What a blessing. That in the midst of this crazy weather, I have a house to sleep in. I have a safe place to come to here. Even Lord, Randy got my office so cold that I had a meeting. I had to actually sit out here. Come in the pulpit, come in this chapel. But what a blessing. We have so much good in our lives, and do we have the will to see it? And do we have the will when people want to be Debbie and David Downer and, Trump is the cause of all the problems in this country? That old man ain't the cause of all the problems in this country. I'm just saying. Let's take a step back and say, wow, the fact that I'm afraid of someone because they love someone that looks like them or pees the same way, do they sit down or stand up when they pee? Well, you love that person. No, two people who sit aren't supposed to love each other. Okay, right? Say two people who sit aren't supposed to love each other, and two people who stand aren't supposed to love each other, right? Again. But can we say, I see love in every circumstance, and I am open to that love, and I empower that love, and I'm willing to defend that love. And no, you're not going to call someone illegal, and you come to the door of this church, good luck with cat, okay? Do we have the will to not just talk about it, but to be about it? Our neighbors are looking to us. This nation is looking to us. Like, oh gosh, Minnassa, you're just doing too much. But I'm serious about that. Right here is the transformation agents that can make a difference. It's us. We don't need Unity of Indianapolis, go ahead. Unity of Anderson, go ahead. Unity of Cordova, But I'm talking about Unity of Bloomington. I know what this congregation can do. You transform my life. And I know that everyone else needs that same transformation, whether it's love, holding space for Gail. I have my mom here. I thought, all of you were so busy trying to love her and take care of her. I thought, yes, just get in line and hug her that way, right? What you've done for me, what you've done for my family, what you've done for this community. I say, hey, listen, Mary Medora, get these people together and give me some pyramids, right? I'm thinking one color. What did they do? Boom. Right? Because the talent is already there. Talk about getting that choir behind Ginger. Lord have mercy. And we really get our Holy Ghost step on. All right, that's right. That's right. That's right. We can do that and be a transformative presence. It's the will to do it from a place of love and a willingness to say, we did it this way last year, but next year we're going to do something different or do it in a new way. The will is every time. I cannot put into words when I step into this chapel my gratitude for the determination of this community to stay a unity center, to want a unity minister, to meet and greet afterwards, to hold the space, to put the services together. I never take that for granted because I'm here because of that commitment, because of the will of this community to say yes to itself, to say yes to continuing. And so a year ago, y'all said yes to me, and I said yes to you. And how wonderful. So divine will is never about restriction, and it's the freedom to live fully and joyfully in alignment with our highest good. So let us together say yes to our next chapter. I'll take my next slide, our congregational affirmation. Join me in saying, I choose clarity. I commit to my highest self. I am willing to be transformed, and I align with divine will and celebrate the journey. And so it is. As we step into this sacred time of meditation, I invite you to have these words in your mind. I choose. I commit. I am willing. Let us be present. Take a breath in and out with a sigh. Be present in this moment to all the good that is right here, right now. And then from this divine good, I invite you to close your eyes or eyes down as you feel comfortable. Let's sit a little straighter, maybe back more against the chair, bottoms in the seat. And I'm going to invite you, if you're so comfortable, to place your hand on your heart and then on your belly. We're going to connect our heart and our sacral and solar plexus today by just noticing the beauty, the gift of our breath as we inhale deeply and then exhale slowly. And let us breathe in again and out. And as you settle in this space, it's where heart and power connect, solar plexus and heart chakras connecting. That is where will is. The spiritual faculty that allows us to choose, commit, and be willing. I choose clarity over confusion. Feel that strength, clarity. I commit. Now breathe into your heart. I commit to living from my higher self. Then I am willing. Take a next breath. Let this be your affirmation. I am willing to grow, stretch, and be transformed. As we step into the silence, let these affirmations rise from deep within. I choose. I commit. I am willing. I choose. I commit. I am willing. This is sacred alignment. Flow. I invite you to breathe in and out. And now gently return to this space, choosing to live audaciously from your divinity. And so it is.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me.
volunteers are preparing to collect our love offering. So now is the time in our service when we demonstrate our prosperity consciousness by participating in that cycle of receiving and grateful giving. There are a number of methods by which you can give to Unity of Bloomington. There's always checks and cash, PayPal. We have a text give number. We have a donate function on the website. You can also take home that envelope that's in the pocket in front of you, pop a check in the mail. There's almost limitless ways that you can give to Unity of Bloomington. Also in that pocket in front of you, there's a blue form. If you have some feedback you'd like to offer, especially if you're a newcomer, please use the blue form to do that. Also, you can find prayer request forms and a QR code to become a greeter. So a lot of goodies in that seat pocket. And now together, we will change the slide. There we go. And we will say our abundance affirmation. I am an abundant being in an abundant universe. I'm not dependent on people or situations for my good. God within is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best into every experience.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
The greeter's going to come back up with the love offering so we can all bless it with the words for our offering blessing. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. Reverend Minnassa has some announcements.
So just a reminder that the last Sunday of this month, which is August 31st, will be lots of things. It'll be Music Sunday. We're going to have some amazing musicians who are working in the background. Of course, Ron Masters told me he has a song that he wants to sing. And it's also my birthday celebration. And so I'm letting you know, I had some good food yesterday, pulled pork barbecue and chicken, wedge salads, beautiful fruit. I'm like, I need the business card of this person. So I've talked to them, so come prepared, be hungry. That's what we'll be doing on that Sunday, among many other things. Maddie Kerr, we want to thank her for the Taste of Bloomington. If you saw on their paperwork that Unity was a sponsor, it's because Maddie gave her donation in our name. And so, we thank her. And yes, I saw Aver's Pizza there, and I love La Poblana food truck was there. There was just like 8,000 people and just so much food. It was very amazing. And then mark your calendars for Saturday, August 16th at 1 p.m. It will be the celebration of life for Dennis Diwali. And so we'll be holding that here, 1 p.m. And Joe, make sure I see you afterwards because I want to talk to you about participating. And of course now you can't say no because I said in front of everybody. No. And so it'll be a great time to celebrate a wonderful man full of music and joy. And so, oh, Seb, that's beautiful. Thank you. All right, and now I hand the service over to the president of the board.
I'll take this one. So, I'm up here.
Oh, I know what you was doing.
I almost feel like handing this to Miss America, and this is your bouquet of flowers. There she is.
Gorgeous.
Anyway, this is just a small honor for you. This is a small little gift of the brilliant, beautiful colors that you provide us and have for the past year. And I think Phyllis is going to go through a little bit more and talk about all of your accomplishments and gifts. But what I just want to say as the president of the board, that we prayed for our leader. And you, as an amazing person, emerged. And we are so blessed that you are here, that you are leading our community, that you are part of our community. And we love you. And thank you for being here. All right.
Oh, here. Let's go see this.
Phyllis is gonna, I'm not gonna say more, but get ready. You may have to have a seat.
Oh, yeah. So am I supposed to, can I sit down, Phyllis?
You can sit down if
All
you
right.
want to,
All right.
sure. Many of you know that I was the chair of the search committee that brought Minnassa here. And when we were interviewing her references, one of them said, Minnassa likes to do things the way Minnassa likes to do them. And I remember looking at Leanne and going, ooh, do we really want that? And after a year, and really after about a month, it was like, hell yes, we want it. And we got it. So I just want to run through the list of acknowledge the things that have happened with us, to us, for us, that Minnassa has done in the past year. She started a daily morning inspirational message that some of us use. Did a faith traditions workshop series on world religions at the very beginning. Her game plan for spiritual living. Celebrated Black History Month the entire month. Celebrated Women's History Month the entire month. Focused a message series on Unity's 5 principles, on the gospel of unity and new thought, on the 12 powers, which we're almost finished with now. Instigated the Mystic of the Month, which we're getting back to in probably October. Had a youth Sunday where we had youth speakers and they ran the entire service. She moved our childcare to a youth ed program rather than just babysitting on Sunday morning. Revitalization of the Newcomers Connect, and we had 9 new official members in the last year. There are lots of sprinkles out there of people who aren't really members yet, but they've been here for a while, and we're going to get to that too. But she attended the Great Lakes Regional Conference in 2024 and plans to go again this year, which is next month. She attends the Zoom organizational and business meetings at the regional level, and she's involved in leadership there. So not just here, but also at the next level up. Participates in the special dispensation training to become a licensed Unity minister. And from what I hear, she's testing out of some of her classes and showing the knowledge that she brings even before she takes the classes. Page 2. In the Bloomington community, she's really ramped up our social media, so everybody out there every week knows what we are doing here. Pride Fest last year and this year coming up. She was a speaker at the IU Health and Hospice Annual Memorial Service in 2024 and was a speaker at a rally against racism in Ellettsville in May. She's a member of the Bloomington Multi-Faith Alliance. My teeth are getting in the way. Member of the Bloomington Multi-Faith Alliance. She's attended NAACP meetings here in Bloomington. Yes, there is a group here. She's a member of the Bloomington Mayor's Faith Council. She supports the IU study of civic engagement with our congregation that began in May. You may have seen people taking notes around on Sunday mornings. There's been an uptick in outside groups using our facilities. The Ayurvedic workshop last week is an example. There have been others as well. She did the ugly Christmas sweater thing. We've had guest speakers and outside guests that we didn't have before. Melanie DeMoore, the Nick Gomez Quartet from the Jacobs Music School during Black History Month. We've got some cool music coming up that she also has instigated in this next month or so. Then I have a whole page of things that people in the congregation brought to her and said, I had this idea. And in the past, it's been like, okay, that's good, go for it. And things have not happened in a lot of ways. But Minnassa has helped people make them happen. The Young People's First Sunday Discussion Group, the Spiritual Economics book study we had, the 12 Powers discussion group that was just finishing up today, Health and Wellness workshops by Pei-Lin Chu, the Course in Miracles, Karen Williams and Wendy Wonderly have been running those, Interplay with Mary Ellen May, the Euchre Club, the Rummage Sale, the Community Sing that we had on the first Saturday of the month for a number of months, the New Hope Christmas Outreach, yoga and drumming has continued, the Paramount Partners, she mentioned that earlier, those have been absolutely wonderful. Somebody came up with the idea, and I honestly don't remember whether it was Minnassa or whether it was Mary, that actually, Medor, who came up with that, but together, they made it happen. It didn't just sit there. She's fostered more community togetherness and more food and potlucks and celebrations, and she has given us more to celebrate. When we interviewed her here with the congregation, you remember the Zoom interview that we had with her? We asked her what her most important job would be, and she waited a minute, and she said, just to love you. And she has. So thank you, Minnassa, for being you and for all that you have done.
We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you.
In my 38 years of involvement with Unity of Bloomington, I can't remember a singular year in which, I made up a word for this, there's been so much energization. This past year has been full of energization of this community, thanks to Reverend Minnassa. Special word for a special person. Pei-Lin.
I want to add something in addition to all the accomplishment that we've seen from outside. Reverend Minnassa also is working on herself so much. Her body, her health, her everything, a lot of things. So these are things that we don't see it, but I was very fortunate to witness it. So I want you to know that.
So before cake, we have prayer. But before prayer, we have Joe.
I have to say this, that since the beginning of my experience with unity, it's a blessing to have.
Come forward so everyone can hear you. Got it, yeah, or get the microphone.
Since we've been here for 30 years with Unity, and this has been an experience of where you are an example of what you say. You put yourself out there in a very vulnerable place, and I just want to say how much I appreciate that, and that you bring laughter, and that, I've said this to people around me, that opens us up in our hearts, and I know you know that, and thank you for that. I think we need laughter more and more now, and lead by example. You're not afraid to show your weakness, because in showing your weakness, you show your strength. So thank you.
I'd like to add one thing too, Minnassa. I think part of, like Joe said, when your leader, first of all, I talked one time about what an educator she is, how she teaches us. The other aspect is a leader, and being a leader is hard. To come into a new place and to know how to build relationships, I don't care if you're a Virgo or whatever, it's hard. And I want to say, when you start living or seeing something in your daily life because you're hearing things from your spiritual leader, that's huge. WRV, which you guys have prayed over, held space for, they had another blow. They had a 50-year-old teacher who was loved drop dead. I went to the celebration of life yesterday, and something hit me that was said. And one thing is, the reason I'm up here saying this is because we every day should speak to people as if we were doing their eulogy. We oftentimes wait until we're doing their eulogy instead of saying, I sincerely love you. I sincerely cherish what you do for me. That's one thing that is so important and so as Minnassa would say, Minnassa, come on down here. You got to be in alignment.
I know, well, you know, that's how it is with Leanne. She just tells, I just work here, whatever she tells me to do.
That's right. The other thing I want to say is something that was today, this week, I got on a Zoom call with Gary Zukoff. If you all
I love him.
Gary. And he said something that Minnassa teaches us every week. And that is, somebody asked a question about how you do this or this or this. And he said, if you hate people that hate, how are you any different? And Minnassa says that all the time. She's like, we have to love people because loving people is right. It's the God within. So I just want to say y'all, it's hard for, Minnassa makes it look easy, but it's not to lead this church or to lead this congregation. And I just want to thank you from my heart. I would say this if this was your eulogy.
All right.
All right? And I want to say this too. Look, we're both Virgos, and her birthday's October 31st, and mine's September 1st, and I'm white and she's black.
I'm August 28th.
Well, you put it up there for the 31st.
That's our party.
But I just want to say that, what was I going to say?
That we're the same?
The eulogy.
Yeah?
That's what you're talking about.
Man, I
eulogy?
had something really
I'm sorry.
important to say.
Your birthday, my birthday? That
Yeah,
you're
we're
black and
behind.
white? That we may be different?
Dang, I had something very important to tell you.
It'll come to you.
It'll come to me.
Indeed.
But anyway, we love you.
Thank you. Now we're trying to get out of here. Don't be saying, well, she kept us in church all day.
Now can we stand and pray? The prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let's circle up for let there be peace on earth.